What's up, Mr. Dan here? It's late at night. Still in the office, working hard though. Today I wanted to talk a little about work and money. Last week we talked about work and education, but I had a student pull me aside and say, "Hey, why does a high school diploma get someone $200 more a week?" And I was sitting there thinking, man, that's a great question. This student wants me to dig a little deeper. I'll dig a little deeper here, and I'm going to keep it real simple for you. Subway posts a job. They're like, hey, you can make sandwiches here. We'll pay you $8 an hour. How many people want to make $8 an hour? Not a whole lot, but people need work. So you'll get a few, maybe one or two applicants. If both of them didn't graduate high school, you got to choose between one of them and hire them if you're the manager at Subway. Now at Costco, they pay about $13 an hour. Costco might ask for a little more from their applicants because they're going to get five or six applicants when they post a cashier job. And so the cashier job gets five applicants, and three of them don't have a high school diploma. So Costco might not interview any of those three and just only choose from the two who have a high school diploma. So it's hard to get in the door at Costco if you don't have a high school diploma and make that $13 an hour. And what I'm getting at here with work and money is that the key to making more money in life is increasing your hourly, making a little bit more money an hour for what your work is. So Costco gets to be picky and they pay more. The other way to make more money in life is we talked about getting an education. But the other way to make more money at a job is like to stay at Costco, get a job at Costco and work there for 2 or 3 years. Every year, most jobs give you a dollar or $2 more an hour. And a dollar might not seem like a ton more an hour, but it actually, over the year, over a long time, it means a huge amount of money, and that's really makes life easier. The other way is that if you work at Subway or Costco or any place, often they'll have certifications or trainings, and you can get certified to be a baker at Costco, and they'll have you take some online classes and get your certification, and then they move you into the bakery at Costco, and then you make $18 an hour. So a couple ways to increase your hourly and make more money in life is to stay at a job for a while. And the other one is to get certifications and kind of get promotions in that job and get higher paying parts of that job. So the next big thing though is the opposite of that, which is some people cannot stay in their jobs very long. They get fired, they get let go. And the main reasons people lose their jobs is the first one is people are truant, which means they show up late regularly, they leave early regularly, or they just don't show up at all. And some people miss work or show up late. They call their boss, they let them know. It happens rarely. They're like, gosh, I'm sorry. I showed up 10 minutes late. I had something come up. I had to miss today. They call their boss. That's okay. But when people just regularly don't show up, they just get fired. They get let go. If you show up late all the time, they just let you go. The other big way people get fired is they're insubordinate. They're just rude. They're kind of disrespectful to authority. They don't follow any directions. They've got bad attitudes, basically. And bosses just tend to let people go like that. They're like, hey, I got too much work to do with this negative, disrespectful, won't follow directions. And so insubordination is another main way people get fired from their jobs. So when you're thinking about it, tying it all back together, if you don't have a high school diploma, and Costco doesn't hire people without high school diplomas, possibly because when they think about it, they're like, if you don't have a high school diploma, it means you were probably truant in high school and insubordinate in high school, either both or just one or the other. Often it means that in high school, you didn't show up to your classes. You showed up late to your classes. You walked out of your classes. It means in high school, you were often insubordinate, rude, got in trouble all the time. And so if you're the boss at Costco and you're going to hire someone, are you going to hire someone without a high school diploma, knowing that it's possible that they have truancy problems, insubordination problems? I'm going to take the person who's got the high school diploma because into my mind, it means that they were there, they handled their business, they got things done, they're positive, respectful. That tends to be what a high school diploma shows, which is why a high school diploma matters so much. So making that more money, think about how to do it in life, increase your hourly. Those are my advice.